think tanks from other countries of the before. We will have comments from Mr. Havlik, who is the director of the section of the internal market at the Ministry of Industry and Trade in the Czech Republic.
Looking for ideas how to develop the basic elements of the strategy. So now is the time to feed the Commission with good stuff, and there is some good stuff in this particular study. I will comment only on basically two, which I found that deserve a lot of discussion.
Why cheaper and faster? Because there is no room for bureaucracy in our country. But still, it's important to underline that it's still safe. But I will tell you more about this later, because we have come up with an idea of...
The platform would be intermediating this whole process and holding the securities in accounts as a licensed broker. So that's the idea. We believe that the concept of equity crowdfunding is incredibly useful for small companies.
Tak my jsme se v Asociaci pro mezinárodní otázky snažili v touto konferenci představit koncept sdílené ekonomiky a zejména koncept sdílené ekonomiky, jak souvisí s konceptem platforem, které nabízejí přímý střet nabídky a poptávky. Tyto platformy jsou vlastně moderní záležitostí, přichází do našeho regionu podle řečníků, které jsme měli na panelu zastoupeny ve srovnání třeba se Spojenými státy, tyhle firmy už fungují po řadu let a ty služby mají už řadu účastníků a osob, které jsou do jejich poskytování zapojeny, tak v našem regionu je stále můžeme charakterizovat za poměrně novou záležitost a proto jsme chtěli obrátit vlastně pozornost širší zainteresované veřejnosti, která se tímto tématem zabývá, k tomu, jakým způsobem je náš region specifický ze socioekonomického hlediska, případně regulatorního hlediska ve vztahu k těm platformám a jakému vlastně tomu zvláštnímu prostředí a specifikům tyto platformy v našem regionu čelí. Samozřejmě jsou projekty typu Fundlift z České republiky, která působí ve Slovenské republice, která zastupovala právě tu platformu crowdfundingového equity financování. Měli jsme zastoupeny společnost Uber z Maďarska a tu jsme pozvali i s ohledem na to, že právě Maďarsko do jisté míry pokročilo s nějakým regulatorním způsobem ve vztahu k Uberu a je velmi zajímavé slyšet hlas z Maďarska a zástupce této firmy z Maďarska. Vedle toho jsme měli z Polska společnost Pickpack, která se zabývá něčím, co by se dalo charakterizovat mezi spolujízdou, která ovšem není založena na přepravě osob, ale na dopravě zásilek, balíků nebo jakýchkoliv zásilek, které se dopravují z místa na místo. A poslední platformu, kterou jsme měli zastoupenou, je mladý startup původem z Košic, který nově je zastoupen i v Praze a je to společnost Juve, která nabízí online platformu pro střetávání nabídky řemeslných prací a domácích prací s poptávkou po těchto službách.
Our presentation was focused on presenting the idea of our company, so I'm presenting what is Pickpack. That was our first key point. The second one would be the protection of consumers and how do we handle this issue. We have this dedicated model of secure payments, and this was the second one. The third one was the perspective for growth for Pickpack. So where do we see ourselves in the long-term future? How do we want to develop? What are the key trends in the market that we should pursue to achieve our strategic growth? So basically these three things were our presentation and what we wanted to say to the conference, to add to the conference.
I will say firstly about Netflix, because they have entered into our market. I don't know, maybe some time ago, and they're doing great. They're trendy right now. What else? I can tell you more about Uber, because Uber it's kind of surprising, because Poland is the third biggest European market for Uber. So you can see that it's trendy too. And what else? I think that there is a trend. There is a hot topic. parcel delivery. So that's what we do, because there is a problem with irregular parcels, with same-day delivery parcels. No one does it, so we have to do it. And I think those three, Netflix, Uber, and Pickpack, are or will be the hottest topics in Poland now.
We are very proud to be here. It's been about a year and a half only when Uber started. It was actually in Prague here. It started its presence in the V4 countries. By now we've got multiple thousands of driver partners working on the platform, basically micro-entrepreneurs making a living with this type of service, and we've got hundreds of thousands of registered users across these 4 countries. And again, this is just after a year and a half, so we're really looking forward how this is going to take off. We are seeing a lot of opportunities in these markets. What's important to know is Uber is a trailblazer of the sharing economy, and obviously one of the most recognized and most known brands. As such, it's inevitable that Uber is causing some disruption, just like other similar brands causing in other sides of the sharing economy. Our objective is essentially to work with the regulators, to work with the legislator, to find the common grounds, to define how these services and products look like, how these work, and what sort of modern and progressive regulatory framework would be adequate for them. We do believe in regulation. In fact, Uber is pro-regulation, so we acknowledge it's needed, but we also think that it should be modern and forward-looking to, accommodate new patterns in customer behavior, to accommodate new technology. One of the interesting things Uber's been working on in a few US cities is, for example, various versions of carpooling, be it Uber Commute, which is a product or a service where a driver would pick up, a driver coming from the suburbs towards the city center would pick up some passengers en route and then drop them off at various locations. Or Uber Pool, which is a very popular and interesting product in cities like San Francisco or New York or even London these days, where a driver would pick up passenger 1, also pick up a second passenger who is not affiliated with the first one, and then maybe a third one, and drop off the second one. So it's carpooling at its best, and it's about the best possible utilization of the asset, of the vehicle, and that we think could contribute the most to reducing congestion in cities where transport is sometimes almost unbearable and traffic jams are quite common. So we have this vision towards improving urban mobility in cities like Prague, in cities like Budapest or other cities of V4, and I think these kind of products, these kind of shared transportation concepts could definitely contribute to that.